This is Devin from Villains, and you're watching Rock and Metal News.
Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News, and we're at the Astorinos in Vancouver, Canada, with Devin from Villains, as they're going to be starting a cross-Canada tour. Devin, how do you like Vancouver?
It's pretty nice. I'm into it. Nice temperature.
Nice, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. And now, so you guys are going to be heading across Canada. Who are you going to be hitting the road with there?
Take the Earth Beneath Us and The Prestige.
Nice, nice. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you toured in Vancouver before, or the west coast of Canada?
Never. It's my first time here. We drove through Canada the entire way from Chicago to get here, so it was pretty intense. I got already like a nice little spectrum of like what it's going to be like. But this is my first time here. It's probably the most west I've ever been in my whole life.
Cool. Yeah, no, we're looking forward to the first time you guys are playing in Vancouver. So now, musically, what do you guys have coming up? Anything musically new, or what do you guys have in store?
On November 11th, we're releasing a new record called Freudian Slip. It's a first full-length record, and it's also my first full release with me on vocals. I used to play drums in the band. And so I'm very, very excited for it. I've always written the lyrics for the band, and this is my first actual thing that I get to write the lyrics and I get to say everything that I want to say, as opposed to just writing it for somebody else to say it. So in that way, it's extremely from the heart. It's everything that I've always wanted to exclaim, I guess. Great.
So, regarding some of the new music, what are some of the topics that your songs are, written about and things like that?
They're very, I try to write a lot about relatable events, I guess, things that I know everybody feels but nobody really knows how to talk about, like anxiety, but not so much in the social anxiety, I'm scared to talk to people kind of way, but more so the kind of crippling anxiety that just kind of overtakes you when you're sitting there in your room and you're thinking about how you don't know what's going to happen and how you just don't know how to feel. Deals with being alone.
Nice.
In different ways.
Yeah, I bet you a lot of people can relate to that kind of stuff, so it should hit home for a lot of people. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Now, regarding the mixing and the studio portion of it, how involved were you with the mixing and sort of production of it? Were you involved, or did you get someone else to do it?
Absolutely, we were 100% involved because it's a completely DIY record. Our drummer recorded it, mixed and mastered and everything, and I write all the music in the band, so it was me tracking the guitars, and I did all the vocals and all that stuff. So I was extremely involved, maybe more involved than I'd like to be because I hate recording.
Nice. Okay, so that's great. So you got some good stuff coming out in November. So guys, check out Villains and check out the Cross Canada tour that they're going to be having, and hopefully they're hitting your town in Canada and you can check out the show, because I've heard them play and they're kicking ass. So check out the shows if you can. So this is Devin from Villains, and this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Right on.